Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we are currently bemoaning the fact that we rolled incredibly unluckily here. It was just a unfortunate series of events. Luckily, we don't need the Caesar, we don't need to repair it. We have a Cyclops that's going to be in that role very, very shortly. The painful thing here is losing Beagle. Now, I think there's still like a 3% chance that Beagle doesn't actually die from that. I'm not counting on that. But I think it technically exists. We're going to walk forward with our Atlas over here. This is a decent spot here. And I want to shoot at this Rommel. Okay, we didn't do very well on that shot, but we did something anyway. They get to move their Rommel right now, and they'll probably move out of that Thumper artillery area. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Now what's he doing? Oh. This guy has been hitting every single AC-20 shot, and it's doing a lot of damage. It's actually building up. So our Corsair needs to restart, and that's all it can do. Next up is our Helios, and the Helios is going to position here. I want to hit this Rommel. I really do. This guy has been rolling incredibly well and creating us a lot of problems. We need to get rid of him. Our Manticore is next, and that gets LOS on this Rommel, so we'll definitely take this shot. A little bit of armor damage there. His armor is getting very low. So that Fury moves up and does absolutely nothing. Our Demolisher is next, and we can position about here. Take the shot at this Rommel. There we go. That was the shots we needed. 2 hits there is pretty solid rolls. I'll take it. So they're shooting at this Jaeger, getting absolutely nothing done. Not terribly surprised about that one. Next up is our Rommel, and I'd love to get the Rommel up into the rear arc here. We unfortunately have to sprint to do that, but we'll do it. Nice. Torso destruction, and taking down the LRM-20 pilot ejects. Perfect. So the Vanguard is gone at this point. We've still got this core meltdown area over here from our extremely unfortunate incident. I'm just going to put the Mauler here for right now. We can't get into position to attack that Jaeger. There's a small amount of damage going into him. And of course, the Thumper doing basically nil there. So here comes the enemy reinforcements. As we would expect, we clear the Vanguard and oh, over there. Okay, I fully expected them to spawn on the other side of this base, but they didn't. They spawned up here. So that's a Drillson, not particularly threatening there. Going for the sniper turret. Okay. And then we see a Bandit. That's a Jaeger there. This is... I have no idea what these are right now. Game is currently frozen. Okay. He's going to probably finish that sniper turret. Wow, it survived. They're going to have to take another round to attack that then. Okay, so this is a Zeus and a Black Knight. Gotcha. The Black Knight is honestly more threatening than Zeus, and that's understood. So the Bandit is moving up. Sure, looks good. I'm going to have our Cavalier move up this way to engage this Jaeger. Got a couple of hits there. Okay, so now they're going to have... Really? Attacking the Thumper? Interesting. Wait, who fired that? Because it wasn't the Zeus. No, seriously, who fired that? Who was their second Phase 19 mover? Do they have a drone? I certainly do not see any additional enemies. I have no idea who that was. Huh. Well, I'm going to move the Blackhawk up over here to engage this Jaeger. Not exactly the hits I would have liked there, but we sprinted, so I'm not terribly shocked about that. Okay, phase 17, it is the Demolisher. So I'm going to put the Demolisher about here, and I'd love to shoot at one of these guys out over this way. I'm currently leaning towards shooting at the Drillson. Not necessarily, it's the highest hit odds, but we also can stray shot. Okay, structure exposure on the Drillson is actually a pretty big deal there, because we can probably take it down with flak, and that is fantastic. So this is our dual Gauss Atlas over here. I'm just going to position that here. And I'm looking at these hit odds here, and I'm thinking the Drillson is the highest, but I'm not actually going to go for it. I'm going to go for the Zeus here. Ooh, we even stray shot at the Black Knight. I like it. That was a really solid attack. So next up, we've got our Ifrit. I'm going to have the Ifrit come up here and work on the Jaeger. We got a structure exposure there, and a UAC 5 crit. Okay, I'll take it. Then we've got our Rommel. And I want the Rommel to head down this direction, as close as it can get. We'll position about here. I'd love to attack the Drillson here, but I'm not going to. I'm going to attack the Zeus, but we're probably not going to hit. Yeah, that's about what I expected. So that's all fine. Let's see what our allies do here. Absolutely nothing. Okay, sure. Why not? We're going to position right up over here with the Jaeger, and I want to keep hitting the Zeus here. That's where the hit odds are, and we're just going to have to take it. I don't actually want to hit the Zeus, but it's a structure exposure, so we'll take it. So that Savior Repair Vehicle doing absolutely nothing, but it's sensor locked, so sure, we'll take that. And now they're going to move the Black Knight. This is the real threat on their team here. Okay. Going for the MCJ Atlas makes a lot of sense. But they didn't move, intriguingly. So next up is our Corsair, and that is going to go right over here. Honestly, probably going for the Black Knight here. Yeah. Very solid damage there. I like it. That was really good. Okay. A full miss on the Drillson. Unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Ready for orders. Next up is our Helios, and I don't like this position. I'm going to put it out over here. We're going to shoot the Thumper Cannon at the Drillson. I want this to go down, and we'll see if it does. That was a terrible shot. Okay. Our Helios is having some real struggles this time. Killing Beagle is probably not going very well for him psychologically. I'm going to guess that's what we've got going on here. So we're probably just going to attack the Black Knight here, right? Yeah. We have stray shot potential, and I'm going to take that. Very solid hit. I like it. Okay, next up is our Manticore. I'm going to continue to close in with the Manticore here, and we're going to hit this Black Knight. Yeah, that Black Knight is having some serious problems right now. I love it. Ooh. Hey, okay. So we don't have to worry about that Drillson. That's what I was hoping for. So next up, what do we have? We've got our Mauler. Okay, we'll close in over here. I would love to attack whatever the hit odds are highest on, and it's the Black Knight. I'm going to toss the Chaff out over there, too. Very mediocre shot there, but we did manage to chaff them a little bit. Nothing really going on with the Jaeger there. Okay, we can clean this up before the reinforcements. That's very clear. Phase 23. Is this the Jaeger? That's the Jaeger. Okay. Finishing the sniper turret. That is very unsurprising. Deeply so. Next up, we've got our Ifrit. So we want to continue to hang out ideally in the rear arc of this guy, but we don't really have anywhere we can be in rear arc because he's right on the edge of the map. So we're going to have to position more like here and hit him in the side arc. Okay, we've softened up his armor a decent amount there. Next up, that's that Savior repair vehicle. Not a lot that's doing. I want the Manticore to move in over about here. Yes, I want the ideal range for the PPC. Excellent. We got a head hit on that Black Knight, and we made him unsteady. He doesn't move until phase 15. So the Zeus is actually going to move now, but that was that invisible unit that we don't know what it is. I still think it's like a UAV. Because it just didn't do anything. We're going to move up over to here and hit their Jaeger. Very solid hit there. The armor on this thing, very low now. Okay, so now they're going to be moving their Zeus and their Bandit. Sure. Absolutely fine with that. The Bandit moves forward and goes for a Jaeger. I don't care. Absolutely fine. Do it. Beautiful. Okay, now we get to respond to, like, all of these. So we're going to move our Rommel right here. And we're absolutely hitting the Black Knight. That's a lot of damage into that Black Knight. But we haven't done any serious damage to him yet. Really? I still don't know what that was. Okay. Well, I'm going to jump forward with our Cavalier here, and we'll attack the Jaeger. All of that was absorbed by armor, sadly. But next up is our Dual Gauss Atlas. I'm going to position that here, and we're going to shoot at the Black Knight. This guy hasn't moved yet, and I don't want him to move again. Not the best hit in the world there. We did destroy his arm, though, and his endosteel structure. So he's not in a great state. Okay. Well, he did get a little bit of damage out, but he's nowhere near as threatening as he once was. Who else are they moving in phase 15? They have another mover. Ah. There's an Apollo and a Marauder too, way out there. On the other side of the map. Honestly, I'm not sure we're ever going to get to them in 6 rounds. Confirmed. Yeah, that's pretty spicy. I'm going to fire this in rapid fire mode, I think. Yeah, that was pretty good. Did we crit our AC-20? There's a pretty high chance that we do. They're going for that thumper turret. No shockers there. No, we did not crit our AC-20. Fantastic. So the Jaeger can step forward right over here. I'd love to go for the Black Knight here. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Probably a kill on this, to be honest. Yeah, there we go. Looks good. So they did end up dropping a Lance down here. We just don't know much about it, and we're a trillion miles away. Kind of wild. Well, we're just going to position right up over here and hopefully not stray shot the Thumper again. We didn't. Cool. Good damage to the Zeus. Okay. So that Fury moves forward, attacks the Zeus, and doesn't do a whole lot there. Standing by. Our Corsair is next, and our Corsair is going to position about here. We could certainly attack the Bandit here, but I think the Zeus is probably the hit odds. Yep. For sure it is. So that's a torso destruction. Let's get this done. Engine crit as well. Injury resisted on the Zeus. Sure. So the Mauler is next. I do want to attack the Zeus here. I'm not going to fire the MRM-40 due to heat. I'm not going to fire the chaff. And there we go. Down goes the Zeus. Perfect. So now the Atlas can position about here. And the goal here is to take out the Jaeger, but I kind of hate this positioning. I'm not going to fire the Heavy Gauss. Okay, we didn't stray shot our Cavalier. That's good. That turret putting the miss in missiles. I like it. And we are going to keep hitting that. But there goes that Thumper. Getting some damage out there. I don't know if it's just the 2 units out over there. What I do know is that this Jaeger mech rolls really early in the initiative. Okay. It's fine. He won't be existing very much longer. It's all good. So next up is our Ifrit, and we can actually get into the rear arc here. Let's do so. And there goes the jet booster. That's fine. Were we bleeding out? I don't think so. Okay, so the Jaeger's upper arm was destroyed. That's fine. Next up is this Jaeger, and I'm going to position that right here. We're obviously firing in dead fire mode if we're going to fire the LRMs at all, and I'm not going to. We're just going to soften up this bandit's front armor a little bit. There we go. Next up is our Manticore, and we can position that here and lob a PPC over at this Jaeger. We don't hit, but it's fine.
Negative damage.
Okay. Then we, of course, have our Corsair. The Corsair is going to position here. We're going to shoot at this bandit. Wow, these hit odds are really quite low. We're taking them anyway, and we did pretty well. Structure exposure. Next up is our Dual Gauss Atlas. We're moving in here on this same arc. We're kicking, but we're not firing the Gauss rifles. Probably a kill on this bandit. Yeah, for sure. And there's the overkill. Excellent. So next up is our Demolisher. I want to start moving the Demolisher down this way, because we know we're going to have to go after those guys that are down there. I have no idea if we can catch them in time. There's definitely still people down there that we don't see. There's a full Lance down there, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so next up is our Cavalier. I'm going to jump here, and we're going to hit this Jaeger. We could kill it here. We didn't, but we could have. Okay, so next we've got our Mauler. I'm going to put the Mauler about here. I'm not going to fire the MRMs because I'd like to sink heat. I was afraid of stray shot here as well. Not too concerned about that right now. Okay, so they have a mover here, an Orion. Interesting. Well, what I want to move is our Blackhawk. I want to position right up over here, and I want to kick. We missed the melee. That's unfortunate. And the follow-up? Pretty good, actually. That is a pretty good follow-up. He should honestly eject. He has basically no armor left. But he didn't. And let's see what we can follow up with. We've got our Atlas down here. This is our Heavy Gauss Atlas. We could position it about right here.
Acknowledged.
And I'm just going to fire the lasers. He panicked, but no eject. Okay. Well, the Rommel is next. We're going to need to start making our way down this direction. We can lob a shot at this Jaeger as we go by. No hits, but worth a try. Okay. So they're a really long ways away over there, right? And I'm not at all convinced that we can get there. We can definitely start moving our Helios out this direction, and so we shall. But we're not going to get in range anytime soon. I am not sure that LRM turret has hit a single time. Okay, so this guy rolled a 25. He rolls so early. So he gets to move one more time, but he is definitely going to die here. He just has no chance. It's over. It's 100% over. So our Ifrit can move over here and attack him, but I'm not going to. I'm actually going to take our Ifrit out this direction because we need to head over towards the other enemies. So we'll head out over that way. Sensor lock on him. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Next up is our Atlas, and we're going to just sprint down the road. I have no idea if I don't think we're going to be able to get any solid range on them before this is over. There's no way, right? We're going to jump over here with our Cavalier, and we're going to attack the Jaeger. 4 damage. Okay. It's absolutely fine. Next is our Blackhawk. We're just going to turn around. And we're going to kick him, and he's just going to die. That's all there is to it. He's just gone. Kaboom. There we go. So now we just need to run full tilt at the other lance and see if we can get there before the mission ends. But I don't think we can. We've got 4 rounds, and I highly doubt that we can get there. So our Mauler is going to sprint on down over this direction. There's basically 0 chance of us getting there. We could just brace everybody between now and then. It's a possibility. It might get us a little bit faster to the end of the mission, but it would guarantee that we wouldn't, be able to attack anybody down there. I'm just going to sprint this direction. We'll sink what heat we can. I don't expect to get LOS, at least not more than pot shots, before this ends. Next up is our Jaeger, and we're definitely interested in... Yeah, we can't fireless and kill it this time. We're just so far away. I didn't even know they existed until quite recently. They're not going to be able to take down any of these buildings in that amount of time. So our Demolisher is next, and we're just going to head up to the road, doing what we can to get over there. They've apparently got a lot of LRMs. So that's, awkward. Our Helios, I'm not going to sprint it this time because we need to get rid of that instability. Okay. The LRM's still not hitting. And there goes that Thumper artillery, doing some damage out there. Not a lot. Okay. So next up is, of course, our Manticore, and all we're going to try to do is run up the road. I intended that to be a sprint, but okay, sure. We're going to jump up over this direction. No way that the Cavalier gets in range in 3 rounds. Absolutely not going to happen. Next up is the Ifrit. The Ifrit might be able to engage. We'll see. But it's still quite a long ways away. Savior repair vehicle, not going to be doing anything. They're continuing to shoot at that Thumper turret. No shockers there. Okay, so our Blackhawk is a trillion miles away from the action at this point. We're not even able to move from this point. Oh, there we go. It just wasn't loading the sprint. Okay. Sure. Turn around and let's go. Cool. So next up is our Jaeger, and we're going to sprint up the road here.
Roger, full speed.
We just need to try to get in range of something, right?
Good to go.
I wish it wouldn't spawn them way out in the middle of the map, or rather way out at the edge of the map like that, and then just have them never move. It's kind of irritating, to be honest. Maybe that's something that's been fixed in the newer versions of the game, because we are on an old version. Well, let's see what they have to say for themselves. Not very much.
Waiting for orders.
Yeah. They're just too far away. They can't do anything, we can't do anything, and it's just a waste of time for three turns. That's all there is to it.
Ready for orders.
Well, we can continue to advance forward, but we can't do it all that quickly because we have to let them move, we have to let our allies move,
No shooting.
and we don't get the auto sprint because we're not out of combat, unfortunately. So the Mauler is next. We're going to head up the road. Not like we're going to get any LOS. You know, we're not going to get any LOS.
Yes, Commander.
We just aren't. I'm going to sprint the Helios forward still and the Ifrit, but I think everyone else, I'm just going to be like, it's not going to happen. Or maybe we just don't want it to happen. I mean, there's a Marauder 2 over there, right?
Go time.
2 rounds left. Okay. Well, I'm just going to brace, to be honest.
Affirmative.
That's it. That's all I'm going to do. We're just too far away. There's nothing that can happen from here.
Receiving you.
No point in even letting the animations play out. Well, they're continuing to hit that thumper turret. And we're going to brace here.
Confirmed.
We're going to have Sabercat brace. We're going to have HBFT brace. I wish we could brace all, but we can't do that while we're in combat. Okay, what else do we have here? Well, we've got Webcap. Can brace there and can brace here. We've got 2 more. That is Ronin and Hotshot.
Confirmed. Holding and cooling.
Sure. They're attacking this building. I mean, they're not going to take it down. It's just not going to happen.
Venting heat.
1 and 2. There we go.
Confirmed. Holding.
And then our Helios. I'm still going to move forward with the Helios because, yeah, we can lob indirect thumper shots at this Marauder 2. Not like we're going to do much with it, but we can at least, you know, do something. Wow, the LRMs did some damage there. I mean, we would be able to take these guys out. They're just too far away. We can't get there in time. We have 1 round. So, yeah. It's very sad, but here we are. So, the Ifrit, I'm just going to brace.
Bracing for impact.
And then we've got Harley. Just going to brace that.
Holding and cooling.
They'll do whatever moves they've got here. Both the Savior repair vehicle and the... I forget what this other vehicle is called, are doing stuff. Yeah, you're just bracing. It's the right call at this point, to be honest.
Roger. Venting heat. Stabilizing.
I wish that holdout for reinforcements was optional, maybe? That would be neat. But, no, it's not.
Orders.
So we're just going to brace everything here, and once this round ends, that'll be it. Okay. They're continuing to attack out over here. They did 0 damage there. Absolutely no concern.
Ready for order.
They're never going to do damage.
Copy.
And we're never going to do damage to them either, except with the Helios.
Bracing for
Which we get to move now. And sure, we'll definitely take a shot with the Helios. So that's going to be... It doesn't matter. I'm just going to shoot at the Marauder 2.
Copy that.
There we go.
I'm receiving.
I'm still a little bit salty about Beagle. That was pretty unfortunate, but you know, it happens. That's just the nature of RogueTech. Okay, let's get out of here.
Mission successful.
Okay, so here we are with our salvage. We're not here for much of anything. We are expecting that I can't remember the name of our pilot, our Caesar pilot. We're expecting that he's dead. Yeah, Beagle, killed in action. That is the expectation here. So I think that there is technically a 3% chance, but it's incredibly unlikely, and we're not expecting it to happen. So in terms of salvage, what do we want? The Black Knight part is interesting. I want the Night Star. We can't get the whole thing. Oh, actually, I think we maybe can. We have 11 of salvage. To get this unit, you need 13. We're going to have to disassemble. We're going to have to grab the Night Star part and hope that we get the rest. Where is it? Hello? I'm pretty sure there's a Night Star in here. Yes. There's only a couple of these here. There's not enough, but that's fine. We can take 2 parts and we'll call it good. Okay. Well, let's go have our memorial service, shall we? Okay, so the Caesar was destroyed and could not be recovered. Not a terrible thing, actually. We have a replacement for it already in the pipeline. Yes, 341k. Wait a sec. Wait a sec. Did that just not tell us Beagle died? Okay, there we go. Beagle has died. So that's not surprising. I got my hopes up for a second there, but no. So as I said previously, we don't care too much about the Caesar. We've got this Cyclops here, which was always intended to replace it. So that's absolutely fine. Let's get these a little bit more oriented here a bit. Just something kind of like this, 2 days, 4 days, sure. 2 days, there. Something like that. We'll need to get these repairs done, of course, but sure. That looks good. Now, we need to go into the hiring hall. We need to get a replacement for Beagle going here. And it's going to be Watson. Watson is the cheapest and actually has more guts than Plato does and can drive vehicles if need be. So yeah, we'll go with that. Perfect. So that means that one of our mech warriors is going to get promoted up to replace Beagle, and I'm not sure which one it will be yet. It will be Wasp. Okay. And then Watson will be our substitute for now. That looks good. So we need to get these repairs done, and that will be fine. Am I sad that Beagle died? Yes. Am I a little bit salty at that chain of events? Yes. But here we are. It is time to put a cut in, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we'll get these repairs done, and we'll head out again with Watson in place of Beagle. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Dark Horse, Thosmos VR, DJ Man Wild, Wolfman 2000, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, Spock, Moonfall, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.